This is Jerry White reporting for the World Socialist website from the picket line of the American Axle Workers in Detroit. The strike has entered its second month. Over the weekend it was reported that the CEO, Richard Dauch, has ordered laid-off American axle workers to return to work actually this morning, and has advertised for replacement workers. We were here today interviewing workers on the picket line and their response, and we also interviewed workers at the Chrysler Jefferson plant.
The way the United States is heading with all the corporations and Wall Street running the government, I feel sorry for our veterans coming back from Iraq. What are they coming home to? What are they going to expect? What jobs are they going to have when they come back? It is about enslaving the impoverished. It is about utilizing their resources. The American corporations are now looking at Vietnam for even lower wages. I mean, where does it stop? Where's free will? Where's the right to work and support your family? I know people that are higher educated, bachelor's and master's degrees, that are working at Walmart. What do I think of the Democrats and the Republicans? Tell me the difference. The only difference between a Republican and a Democrat is one hits you on the head and takes your money, and the other one pickpockets you. There is no difference between the two. Okay, let's sum it up this way. When a man or woman spends $20 million for a $250,000 job, what sense does that make to you? What does that tell you? It's all about gain, right? These people know that if they spend $20 million, that they're going to get tenfold return. It's sad.
So how do we stop them?
Well, this is going against my grain, but I think there needs to be a workers' movement. I believe that there needs to be a nationwide strike of not only union, but everybody that holds a manual job, and bring this country to a screeching halt. But even that, I don't think it'll wake them up. I think we're heading straight into a revolution. I was in the Marines, and call me brainwashed or what you want. I love this country, and I love what it stood for. I love the democracy, the way our forefathers set it up. But it is so corrupted. And I know I'm talking to the World Socialist web, right? And I know what you're about, but my God, there's got to be a movement in this country to correct the flaws.
Everybody's entitled to a decent job, decent wages, decent benefits. How do you expect someone to survive if you take everything away from them? It's impossible. Excuse me. If the corporations continue getting away with cutting wages, you're going to have the rich and you're going to have the working poor. No one could be able to survive off of $14 an hour.
Workers from Mexico that come down here, they're trying to farm, which is a United Auto Workers type deal in Mexico, and it's all under the pay that they're getting. They're here supporting us, knowing the way we're out here fighting for the same thing. You know, with the borders being open, they would have to work for what we work for, instead of working for $2 or $6 or whatever an hour they're making, which is insane, and the world needs to come to equal. Bring it up equal. If not, something has to change.
You have to understand what you're giving up is substantial. What has been fought for many years, to get in the position that you are now with this contract is going to take away most of the things that you all fought for the last 50 years. Yes, it's going to cut wages. They'll be paying out more for health care costs and for any of their benefits. They really do not understand the ramifications of what they're doing. Everyone has to stand up against these pay cuts. Everyone has to stand up against the big business interests. They're certainly not taking pay cuts. The CEOs continue to get not only hikes in their pay, but bonuses as well. And I know a lot of people, they get upset with me when I tell them that I'm a socialist, but they really do not understand what their position as a citizen, as a working person in this country, what the government's responsibility is supposed to be as well. We're so consumed with the basic needs of life, and they keep us so caught up with the basic needs of life until it's really hard to pursue any of the other things that we really do need to be working on. They know what they're doing. America was founded on capitalist, ideology. But when we worked toward the social reform that we needed for working people to be able to gain the type of rights that we need as citizens, to provide for our basic need, housing, welfare, education, and all of that, that took a social movement at that time in order to get it to that point. And people have to realize it's going to take history to repeat itself once again, because they are taking everything away from us. All of our rights.